So this question starts off with the information provided up top here. It says Haimi drove a car from West Union, Minnesota through North Dakota to Miles City, Montana. The total distance she traveled through each state is shown in the figure. So it shows that she drove 120 miles, 360 miles in North Dakota, 120 miles in Minnesota. The question goes on, or the information goes on to say the distance d in miles Haimi drove as a function of the time, t, in hours, since she started driving is modeled by the equation d equals 60t. Okay, so we got that. So question number 9 says, what interval represents all values of t during which Haimi drove in North Dakota? What interval represents all values of t? All right, so North Dakota was 360 miles. Okay. All values of t. Well, t is the time in hours. So let's just try these answer choices. If t were 2, that would mean that d would equal 60 times 2, which is 120. And then if t were 10, that would be d equals 60 times 10, which is 600. So is that an interval that represents all values of t during which Haimi drove in North Dakota? I don't think so. In fact, here's a better way to do it. So if she's driving 60t, that means she drove in Minnesota for 2 hours, right? Because 60 times 2 is 120 miles. She drove in North Dakota for 6 hours, or hours 2 through 8, basically, right? So 0. Okay, so now I'm understanding this question better. Hours 0 to 2, she was in Minnesota. Hours 2 to 8, right? A total of 6 hours, she was in North Dakota. So she drove another 2 hours here. So hours 8 to 10, she was in Minnesota. So what interval represents all values of t during which Haimi drove in North Dakota? That would be the 2 to 8, hours 2 to 8. So that would be choice B. Right? That was the time frame for which she was in North Dakota. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you saw how I kind of reasoned that out while I'm making the video. Yeah, so that's real life. That's how we answer questions.